like the rhythm of the sun. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me?
The suspense. When am I going to go live? Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Martians.
What's up, friends? How are you?
I'm just entertaining myself.
That's all we do here.
That's why we're here, right?
That's why we made this.
It's not for you, it's for us. Amazingly, what was for us has become a greater collective of people around the world. Wow, we got not
yes,
even
we're
a
very
minute.
sorry for that, by the way. Our profound apologies for sucking you in to our madness.
We're so glad to have you a part of
yes.
the us. Good morning, everyone. Back to Hua and the Aliens album. Good morning, Latte, Brigitte,
Nice.
Deb, Dahlia, Rosa. John, did you notice? Well, here's
No.
Patty and
Probably not. I don't even know what you're talking about. Probably not, though.
Probably not. Did you notice that on the days that we have Hua Chenyu, there is inevitably at least one person that sends a coffee hours, if not the day before we even go live. That is the impact of the community and the right on cue and the support that we
There
see
we go.
with this incredible the Martians, and we do genuinely appreciate that because it's just it's a big deal, right? The time we put into this and everything else, we're grateful for it. But it's doubled when we have scenarios like this, when we get to actually enjoy the artist and it's full of sense, which we try to do all the time. But sometimes with a new artist, we don't know what we're gonna get. With Hua, we know we're gonna love it, so we can't fail.
His fans rock. Yeah, let's just say they're awesome.
Yes,
So really awesome, generous fan base. Are we gonna get right into it?
We're jumping in. We got music.
Let's just jump in. Oh, but before we do, one little step you can take if you'd like, and that is me just trying to make this whole thing fresh every day with some different way of presenting it. Please hit like and subscribe. Ring that bell.
And if you're not already a Thronely member and well aware of this, please be sure to check out the link below in the description where you can buy a coffee, just like the few that were just purchased, to help support the page and reaction. And if you become a member, you get exclusive access to our Sunday shorts. And as you can see him dancing like a madman in that clip, we get to react to Hua quite often because the members can post a short, 30 to 90 seconds, and we include that in our Sundays that come out every week. So that's always a lot of fun.
Yep.
All right. So, Johnny, why don't we start with the coffees while I get the first song set up?
That sounds good to me. Yeah, Rosa started things off.
Actually, John did yesterday.
Oh, John did. Okay, well, let's thank John first. That's right. Yeah, there we go. Hello, Throga fans. John bought us 6 coffees. Hello, Throga fans. Martians. Cheers for tomorrow. Hua Aliens 2. We'll catch up Wednesday. Thanks, RNJ and HCY English subs. Finally watched it live today. Amazing show. Great. Krista. So that was our show yesterday.
Oh, yes. Thank you, John.
Vajandra, yes. Yesterday. No, 2 hours ago. Bought 3 coffees. Hua Aliens. Love this album. Looking forward to watching episode 2 later today. So excited. Thank you, Richard and Johnny.
Thank you, Vajandra.
Reese. 20 minutes ago, bought 5 coffees. Here we go again for Hua's Aliens. Thank you so much, RNJ. Thank you, Rosa. And then Barbara just came in with 5 coffees.
Amazing.
And, yeah, we just appreciate you guys. That's awesome.
We love the love, and it obviously you don't need to buy the coffee for us to react to Hua, but man, does it fuels us. It lets us know we're connecting to people, and lets us know we're always on the right track. So greatly appreciate it. All right, the song Aliens. Johnny, we have already heard the song. We've reacted to it, I believe, twice in live settings. So we're going to go back and hear the vinyl version, if you will, the studio version.
Mhm.
And thank you to Hua Chenyu English Subs, of course, for hooking us up with the English subs. So we can understand the lyrics, hopefully deeper than we've reacted to in the past.
And I'm getting there a lot. I mean, we have plenty of copies, but this is decaf right now. I'm starting slow.
如果你不喜欢听我的歌，请闭上耳朵。接下来要打开杀戒，穿透你的耳膜，一直到达灵魂的深处，让你崇拜着我。跟着我，跟着我，跟着我 ，fight against the world。我们生来就是叛逆，早已拉响了警报。
This will wake you up, Joy.
将被引爆，都给我听好，我无所畏惧，让所有的对手都领教。跟着我，跟着我，跟着我，大声的尖叫。 根本不受谁的威胁，随时准备跟强者对决，把对我的质疑和诬陷都毁灭。这放纵的感觉超越一切，不再胆怯，不需要你们的理解。我不想看，别再废话，趁早都消失在眼前。我不在意流言蜚语。 不是人们的反应，规则却都被我废弃到，听到我撕裂的。就算被这个世界仍然被人们所敌对，也无所谓，那就请你当我是个异类，继续开大我的音量，让他们全都闭嘴。跟着我，跟着我，跟着我 ，fight against the world。年轻就是要随心所欲，高举你的手。 It has to be the imagery because I don't remember him being this aggressive in the live versions.
I think it's the production and
the production,
vocal delivery. I think it's no this I totally get it. This is cutting. Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's the way it's mixed. I mean, his performance, obviously, his vocal performance in the studio. I mean, certainly over the top aggressive, which is so
25
cool.
Here. I was wondering. Thank you, Dahlia.
Yeah, but the way it's mixed, it's just very in your face.
Yes,
it's just the voice is way up front.
It's borderline
that's
distorted.
Yeah, and that's one of the great things about, you know, everyone knows we love a good live performance. That's a great thing about a studio performance, because that studio recording is getting that vision, because there's certain things you can't do live that you can only do with a studio recording. So that's awesome.
Thank you, Dahlia, for also reminding me to turn the subtitles on.
Sorry. I didn't help that either.
I didn't even notice, and
I'm just lost in the mood, you know.
I know.
I can't read.
Reading is overrated. What are you guys talking about? No, it is nice to have the connection, and I'll obviously try to absorb it moving forward. But yes, the aggressive tone, the grit that he's adding to it, the angst, you know, kind of some of that youthful quality that's coming through a little bit in his voice. But just the attitude of the whole visual presentation in the song just like gives it more depth as well.
And that is the power of the music video too. It's, you know, we talk
it's
about
done well, yeah.
You know, different ways of listening. Sometimes when you close your eyes, you can hear things more because you're not being distracted visually. But I mean, there is a reason that music videos took off in the 80s, because they, you know, that visual aspect can definitely just, you know, bring out the music in amazing ways.
Yes. All right, we'll keep going on this one.
我 fight against the world， 年轻就是要随心所欲，高举你的手臂，拿出你的勇气，不要再恐惧，只有以拉好战的心才能够成就你。跟着我，跟着我，跟着我，大声的尖叫！我根本不受谁的威胁，随时准备跟强者对决，把对我的质疑和诬陷都毁灭。放纵的。 Just
giving me Linkin Park vibes, like early Linkin Park. It's just the grit that he has, and then it goes to clear tone, then he's got the rap. It's just like all the textures are presented in such an intense way.
Yeah, I was gonna say new metal, new spelled N-U. That was the early 2000s rock movement where, you know, it's kind
What are
of
they doing? English is
heard of
hard
that term?
enough. No, I know, but why?
I know that's true. Yes. Yeah, it's got that era sound going for it, which is
Yes.
I like it.
的感觉，超越一切，不再胆怯，不需要你们的理解。我不想看，别再废话，迟早都消失在眼前。我不再以流言蜚语，也不信任
Great
们
hook
的
there.
非议，规则全都被我废弃掉，听到我撕裂的声音，超越一切，不再胆怯，不需要你们的理解。我不想看，别再废话，趁早都消失在眼前。超越一切，不再胆怯，不需要你们的理解。我不想看，别再废话，趁早都消失在眼前。我不再以流言蜚语，也不信任们的非议，规则全都被我废弃掉，听到我撕裂的声音。
Yeah, kind of the Linkin Park thing. Yeah. Some of the industrial and the
Yep.
piano part.
听不懂
Remember those?
不代表听不见，
Oh my god.
被认定为异类的牺牲者，用沉默宣誓。我们会用一场一场的故事，挑战、聆听、传达、宿命。超越的声音即将降临。
On those last
Cool.
moments, I was expecting to see a shot of Wesley Snipes, like coming out as Blade,
Blade?
and just start shredding everybody.
You loved Blade.
Oh, I loved that movie.
Definitely played your vampire phase too.
For sure, for sure. What a cool song. It'll be interesting to hear eventually. I'm sure we're going to hear it again in live, like a future whatever. Just having that graphic intent, right? The imagery, the artistic intent with the song. And what's cool, in totally on brand with Hua Hua, obviously, is that it's a song about, it's a, how do I say this? It has a violence in his vocal tone of the anti-hate and saying I don't care and pushing, you know, all the negativity away. But he still does it in a way that's, it's not fighting violence with violence. It's a violent delivery, but it's still it's standing for a sense of it's still with love. It's the I'm not going to let that affect me. It's not I'm going to take you down too, right? It's not
Right.
A lot of that battle type songs is just like more aggressive in that sense, but the lyrics don't go there. It's the I'm going to fight, persevere against this, not I'm going to take you down on the way, which is
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, you never win against the dark with more dark. You have to, but there is an emotional component, which, you know, you can release that, but if it's coming from a loving place, I mean, that's always more powerful.
Always.
In life.
Always.
Yeah, and so somebody said the song is wildly efficient. I like that description.
That's a good way to put it.
Anna, yeah,
Oh, that's great.
does its job. Just gets in and gets out.
Well, thank you for that, putting the Hua Chenyu English subs for that. And we'll have links in the description below if you're new here. We always have them after. Sometimes they're a couple hours after the post, but we always have them in the description based on what we react to. Encourage you to go watch the original as well. Up next is...
By the way, speaking of new metal, that music's kind of coming back. So, Hua was ahead of his time.
Is it retro new metal? I mean, what...
Well,
the terms. They're getting out of control.
Rock in general. Rock in general is coming back. Yeah, retro new metal, neo new metal.
Neo new. I like it, but
Yeah.
it's spelled Knee-U.
Yeah, English is so messed up, man. I was watching some video and they were like just making fun of like how different vowel sounds for different words. Just like there's no rhyme or reason for any of it.
No, it's a mess. The best ones for that is Gallagher.
Yes.
He's great at breaking that stuff down.
Real quick before we get going, let me thank the coffee buyers again. Okay, Deb bought 5 coffees. She says thanks for all you do, guys. Or thanks for all you guys do. And then Patty bought 3 coffees. Thank you, Rick and
Patty.
Johnny. I always look forward to your reaction days. And then Maria bought 3 coffees. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maria. Greatly, greatly appreciated.
Met a girl named Maria.
So, have you ever seen the movie Oliver or the musical Oliver?
The old school one?
Yeah, the original.
No, I used to love Oliver and Company with the cat.
Oh,
Which is
yeah, I
based-
remember that one.
Yeah, I loved that one when I was growing up. I performed trumpet in the pit band for my high school when they performed Oliver the musical. It's
So you haven't seen it, but you're familiar with it.
Where is love? Da, 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 da. I like that scene.
I've never seen it, and I just started watching it last night. I'm only about 20 minutes into it, but I'm enjoying it.
That's where the please, sir, can I have some more?
Please, with your guilt tripping with the Martians,
Yes.
which is the most unnecessary group of fans to guilt trip ever.
Just the Thronies. Please, Thronies, can I have some more?
Please. Okay,
Yeah.
back to the program. So
I'm just wasting away over here. I'm just.
The next song, Escape from Utopia. We have seen this. What? Have we seen this one before? Maybe we haven't. But we have the lyrics for this. Vijandra hooked us up with the lyric video so you can hear the studio version of this. And yeah, it's right on her page. Awesome. Thank you, Vijandra, by the way, for helping us, again, putting all this together.
This is a smooth criminal, at least
Oh,
fashion-wise.
for
it's
sure.
looking.
Yes.
The man has style, I must say.
He had a flock of seagulls haircut in the last one.
我仿佛掉进故事里面，身边一切全都如同虚构，每一个人都在扮演，连路人都是为了配合我。
That's right, he remade this one from an Aurora original.
我就像一个书中人，却拥有自己的情绪。
Oh, okay, lots of yeah.
被无形之笔牵着走，我活得多么不真实。我生活的世界多么虚幻，多么无聊，多么荒唐，想飞出这疆界，重新再铺垫，重新书写全新的我。
There you go. See the lyrics a little better.
这红动画里的梦，不去管封面装订多漂亮，不愿被击败也混住一切，哪怕畅销被连载成系列。我就像一个书中人，却拥有自己的情绪。
The transitions there between registers are great.
Yeah.
我生活的世界多么虚幻，多么无聊，多么荒唐，想飞出这疆界，重新翻铺垫，重新书写全新的我。
It was back into the ether. Like interesting. We've talked before about like pads, like pad sounds.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a great just sample of only pad sounds right there. And just in terms, it's like breathy, airy. It's typically a
sort
synthetic.
of it's a lack of a transient or a lack of an attack. It's got more of a blanket sound, and it can sometimes be on the more forefront, but oftentimes it's used more of a background thing, and it can just kind of give a dimension and a space to a mix.
Exactly. So, for example, if I were to play a chord on the piano, like you hear the attack.
The attack, transient.
So
yep.
if this time I'm going to play the same chord, but I'm going to have the volume down and then swell it up. It's just, you can hear it's the decay of the original sound. And then you can adjust things more in terms of highlighting certain frequencies and whatnot to give it typically more of a breathy, airy, filling in usually a frequency range within the music that is available. Right, so it's like it's lacking low end or it's lacking high end, and you can kind of adjust accordingly to that.
Right. So this song, perhaps no better example of a stylistic decision that he makes from time to time, which we've talked about before, where he plays with the intonation or the pitch. So he purposely doesn't hit a pitch right on, for an effect. For an emotional effect. And this one, almost the whole thing is sort of like glissando. Glissando meaning you kind of curve notes. You don't hit it on straight away. It's kind of, you're just sort of dancing around it in a very curve-like manner. And so I don't think there was one moment where, no, there was. The chorus, he kind of started hitting notes more on the
But the notes, featured part of the melody was not that.
So again, it's just when he does that, it's definitely a purposeful approach, stylistic approach, and I think it worked really well in this.
And Latte, you made the reference. I know I've said this a lot lately. I've always felt this way, but I don't like fade outs. So the difference here, though, is this is a fade out of. This is the ending, and it's like decaying. So this creates a mood. What I don't like is this. Whoop. If all of this was happening, the drums and everything, and it just fades to zero. That's what I'm not a fan of. I like having an ending design. And so the way the song ended in some sense with the drums and everything, and then went into a space, and it faded from there. That I'm totally on board with.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you're saying this too, I think for a long time I was anti that too, and I think it was your influence. And then, I think I hated it because of you. And then somewhere along the line where I became my own man, and I was like, you know what? I think I like a fade out.
I like it better than not having it.
It was really a revelatory moment for me. It's like, no, I'm my own person.
And I do have some songs that do fade out from previous, like Scapegoat that we just reacted to yesterday. On the record, it actually fades out, and I hate it. It's like I regret having that. I wish we had an ending. That's
right.
I usually get towards the end of the song and I'll skip to the next one. I won't listen to the fade out.
Yes.
It's that much of a problem.
Yes. And I also think I've been liking reggae more and more lately because of your influence, but the opposite direction, just because it's fun to make fun of you. I'm like, you know what? I really like this because it'll be fun to pick on Richard.
Okay. Next up is The World is a Zoo. We're going to watch the lyric video and a live for this one. I believe you guys already voted as to which live we're going to watch for. Thank you for that, Brigitte. And I believe you had another coffee come in.
Did we? And a cool comment. I would love a Hua 10K rock collab. That would be pretty cool because there's certain times that Hua gets into that range of notes. He does kind of have a Taka sound. Like they kind of have a similar, or vice versa, you know.
Yeah.
They sound similar.
That would be amazing. By the way,
they're totally different too.
we are well aware that we're grossly lacking on the 1OK Rock front currently, but we have a plan. You will not be disappointed when the time comes.
Yes, someone, whoever you are, whoever you may be, bought us 3 coffees, so thank you for that.
Thank you. All right, here we go. I believe this song is brand new for us.
I hope it fades out too.
便利店有人着蜗牛背着书包讨论数学题，酒吧里傻逼对狐狸倾诉着秘密，太多太多的惊喜，慢慢才发现 one a two a one two three go， 好着骆驼鸟语空中小街区，当理解这方法学生来回走了几公里 ，KTV 两毛鱼甩狗，这种鱼各种派啊对啊 everybody，
He's not even delivering it in a way that's normal to his voice. He's slightly lifting the larynx and just giving it like a little more of a shriveled sound, like he's absorbing some of the frequency with the position of his larynx and just like stylize it in a way that's just because he felt like doing it. It's interesting.
Yeah. Wow.
What is this? It's the world is a zoo. It's kind of animalistic.
Yeah, there you go.
世界像一个动物乐园，那么那么大，超级乐园，你会大开眼界，这里什么都有。哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿啊咿哦。高峰期走出去，地铁巴士挤满了麦地，计程车打开车门，一只蝴蝶飞进去，猫头鹰只会转过灯，该何时才变绿？啊，数着 one two three go， 爱这么一场记录结束了情侣关系，外国游客激动压降温度，闻到没人理，北极熊靠着摄影机给街上行人拍照 ，everybody 哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿啊咿，哦冰，哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿啊咿，哦喵，哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿啊咿，哦。世界像一个动物乐园，那么那么大，超级乐园，你会大开眼界，这里什么都有。哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿啊咿哦。全职的猪太太从早到晚都关在家里，花无远近跟鹦鹉不懂花香外语，树袋熊懒得烹饪总喜欢叫外卖啊。喂，来份披萨，工地上烟树传来冰冰冰响，踢到舞台树跳出梆梆梆声，老妈妈每天都准时做有氧运动 ，everybody 哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿啊咿哦，哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿啊咿哦，哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿啊咿哦，哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿，哦咿啊咿啊咿哦。世界像一个动物乐园，那么那么大，超级乐园，你会大开眼界，这里什么都有，不设限身高，海面门票。
That's great. There's no height
世界
limit.
像一个动物乐园，那么那么大，超级乐园，你会大开眼界，绝对流连忘返，不设限身高，海面门票，不限时开放，不要错过，
Getting
走
quieter.
过与路过。
This doesn't feel like a fade.
It doesn't. No, he's
There's no
intentionally
way.
doing it.
Wait, is it? Okay. This is natural tone coming out at the end there. Little rainforest sounds.
Yeah, I wouldn't even have known that was him. Like, if
No, no.
Actually, the first song and this song, I probably wouldn't have known that was him if you didn't tell me, which is amazing.
All right, so you guys voted it. We're gonna watch a live one of this. This should be fun.
Talk about an earworm.
I think the idea of him writing this for his sister obviously is great, right? So it's just fun and everything. But then to actually put it on his album, that's big bro flexing, right? Because he didn't have to do that. It's just like, I'm going to put it out for the world to hear, this, and his unfiltered self allowing that to take place in the context of a serious album, and to do that, I think it's just plays off.
Well, that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons I like the Beatles so much, and I'm not necessarily a comedy music fan. I don't listen to a whole album of it necessarily. I do love Tenacious D though. Tenacious D is like, that's all they do, and I did like that album a lot. But for the most part, it's not my thing. But
sure.
I do like it, in little bits and pieces, and I like when serious artists, and he is definitely a serious artist, can just kind of lighten things up a little bit, and they can
levity,
kind of laugh at themselves a little bit, and just have, it's just having fun. And that was the appeal of the Beatles to so many people, and definitely to me, is they just were having a good time the whole time they were doing it.
All right, well, we're gonna hear more of it now. Tens of thousands of people. Oh. It's great. Those are those
low-key high notes, yeah.
Yep. I always love his live drummers too. I'm both going to love and hate him later in the day when the song is still in my head, trying to do other things.
Works on piano too.
Yeah. He knows how to have fun.
He does.
Oh, wait.
This is not the song that's wise to listen to twice, because it literally is going it is going to be in our head all day. At least with one listen, we had a fighting chance of like moving on from it, but no, this is locked now.
It's there forever. The fact though that he takes such a fun thing and still finds the opportunity for wisdom, right? That this whole idea of basically the song is saying, embrace life, enjoy what you have. That's still worked in the midst of just a very fun, lighthearted thing.
Yeah, he always has
great.
that. That's
Yeah.
one of the things I love about him. And again, like we said, low key range. And when we say low key range, it's what we mean by that is it tends to be overlooked, because it just, for some reason with him, I mean, these are da, 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 those are high notes for
to
a
do
male
that
voice.
in like the chest voice range. It's too early for me to even try.
Yeah,
Like it's
case in
literally
point.
up there.
Yes.
Like I have to
Case
warm up, and he's just got it like in the middle of the song.
Yeah, and I just think it's easily overlooked for whatever reason with him, and he does.
Yeah.
I mean, he can sing high notes.
For sure. Quick thank you to Super Sticker from
Yili Chen.
Yuli Chen. Thank you for jumping on that one. Greatly appreciate the Super Sticker. Alright, what do we have next? We have The Mask. This song has been requested many times. Have we reacted to any version of this song? I know it's been requested in the past quite a bit. So we're going to, same thing, we're going to listen to the album version first, and then we're going to check out a live version, which I believe you are voting on or already did. I don't have that window to know. So here we go.
Cool guitar tone.
I don't remember that riff.
Got some Muse vibes.
Yes.
享受掌声雷动暗空。你笑我画中需求，能又怎样？也不追究。你画着脸部小丑，下一秒钟变成野兽，华丽到伤。
Thank you, Patty.
Yeah, I remember that note. Yeah, I remember that part, yeah.
Oh, it's time to leave.
The song's got swagger.
It does.
more Muse-esque. Nice.
Yeah, that
That
was badass.
Great attitude. Love the drum parts. Love the bridge. And the reference to Muse is twofold in this song because Muse is Matt. Is that his?
Matt Bellamy?
Yeah, trying to think of his name. He sings a lot in head voice, kind of like a clear tone head voice against riffs, mixed in with the glissandos that you're talking about earlier. But there's also kind of like this halftime thing with some unexpected fills underneath, which is a little more progressive on that side. I'm a big fan of Muse, so I think that's
Muse is awesome. Yeah, Dominic, the drummer in the band. Yeah,
love Dominic. Yeah,
yeah. They always have the apocalyptic undertones with their stuff.
Yes,
but also sort of the Baroquean. Their Muse is kind of, when we use these bands and artists as like, oh, this kind of has this sound, It's, certain bands just like that's their sound, and I personally like artists that do a lot of different stuff, but there are those bands that just have their sound, and that like Muse is so associated with something like that, that
yes,
like just really like cool, again, Baroquean sort of neoclassical chord progressions and melodies. So I mean, I love that Hua touches upon a lot of different things, a lot of different genres, different influences, if you will, but always still him at the forefront.
Always.
But I was watching the Billy Joel documentary. Have you seen that? That's on HBO.
Not yet. You mentioned it before.
That's great. So I mean,
I was watching
for a lot of his career, which is just crazy to. Oh, you were watching Oliver. That's right. Finish Oliver, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, but I think most of his career, Billy Joel just got berated by the critics because his stuff was too this, too that, too, it's like, oh, he's too into his influences. Like, whatever. Shut up. It's amazing.
Right.
And then they realized later on, actually, he was a genius. So you were wrong. So
my bad.
Yes.
So I noticed for the song "The Mask," you guys voted the 2017 or 15 won the vote, or the 2017 version. However, a lot of people are asking for the 2025, but y'all voted, so I'm going to go with the majority. That's why we vote.
Yeah. We had a coffee come in too, 33 seconds ago. In fact, it might be 36 seconds. 8, 9. Okay, anyway. Someone else cut. Very happy song, good music, and good reaction. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. Doesn't mean we can't go back and watch the other. Okay, do we need to do a second vote? It's like the chat says one thing, but the vote says something else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Billy Joel literally used the Beethoven thing verbatim.
Oh, yes. The other option, Johnny, in an effort to get the A-E-I-O-U out of my head, we could just watch The Mask 3 times and watch both versions of Live. That is also an option.
Let me think on that. Very still.
It's a very dramatic reflection. Wait, it wasn't a choice? I've got the link here for the 2025. It should have been. Well, it should have been a choice. It's on the background. What happened, Brigitte? What happened? We're just gonna watch both. We got you.
丢掉无情妆容，整场演出就要落幕。请再多给我几分钟。
You guys are all trying to get Bridget in trouble. We're gonna watch that next. Great on that. I think this might be the clip we saw from the short. A little bit of the band.
Maybe.
Oh, that was the other song. Ignore me. Great delivery.
That's more Dream Theater. That's less.
This is pretty cool. Yeah, images and words era. Oh, this song's got so much attitude. It's great.
Yeah, cool little writing hack out there too for y'all. So the da 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 da, which by the way, that note, that's how I remember that song. That's such an interesting choice. Da 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 da. So essentially, that da 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 da, that phrase is repeated twice, but there's a subliminal thing happening with the chords, which makes it sound fresh. So the first time through, it starts on the minor 6, that F sharp minor, da, da, da. Then it goes to the 4 chord. And it goes to that chord. Okay, and then the second time around, it doesn't start on that minor 6 chord. It starts on the 4 chord. Then it goes to the 2 chord. So different chord progression in the second half, but the same melody. So it just gives it's got a different relationship.
Yeah, the second one gives more of a, the feeling difference is it feels more major, but it's not. You said it goes to the 4?
It goes to the 4 chord, which is a major chord.
Which is a major chord, right? Okay.
It doesn't. I mean, actually, this minor 6 is sort of like the home bass. It's really it's in F sharp minor. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. It's got a little bit more of a triumphant. So this is my life basically. Whenever I write something with somebody, I'll go back and forth because there's so many different little options, like
ways to get there.
That melody, or I could try 4 different chord progressions. They all have something slightly different. And then I'll figure that out. Then I'm like, well, okay, now that I have that, now I can kind of tweak the melody a little bit because that could have a bunch of different things. And then, words, I could totally go in this direction with that. And It's just
Yeah, one
Which is
influences the other. Like the phonetic aspect of the lyric mixed with the note of the melody itself and then the chord all constantly can influence and adjust.
yeah,
And
exactly.
the challenge, Francesca asked a great question yesterday that we missed, was how do you know when a song is done? And it's like when you're in the writing
When it's,
process.
when it shows up on Spotify, it's like, okay, it's like it's all right, it's done now. Just let it go. But I mean, really, up until then, it's like you could keep tweaking it and keep tweaking it. Which that's why I like working with other people, and especially Sam, because Sam's not necessarily, he's not like a musician per se. Like he knows music, but he can't play anything. He doesn't know the mathematics. Right. He's got great taste.
I mean, he plays instruments in the same way that I do. It's more intuitive. He doesn't know the theory behind it. That's the difference. Yeah,
he's got an ear for things, but yeah, for the most part, it's all instinct, and I'm instinct too when I write. But I also have this mathematical thing happening where it's like, well, I could do this and I could do this, and it's easy to get lost in that. But just having like an objective opinion in anything you do is always nice, and just having him there to be like, yes, that's cool. I'm like, okay, cool, moving on, because I can literally just spin endlessly.
Yes, you need that, like, just objective anchor to move forward.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the 2025 Mars concert, which was the plan all along. So that's what we're going to react to next. Most recently, this is also on Hua Chenyu English subs. So thank you again for supplying all this great content for us to and everybody to enjoy, of course.
No, I haven't yet, Joy.
What was that?
Joy's. I've sat down with the Jacob Collier Sunday short yet. Like extensively, yes. You mean the one that we reacted to?
The one that did the major and the minor relationships? Yeah, that one.
Oh, no.
That was intense.
That's my retirement project. When I retire, I'll finally have time to somehow pick that apart.
All right, here we go. Oh my god, this band is ridiculous.
It looks like the Joker in this, doesn't it?
It does.
Let's put a
just
smile
the way
on that
he's
face
moving. It's just like, becomes the character of whatever the song.
Yeah. Yeah, totally different approach to this, huh?
Ooh, he's not jumping right back into the verse. Bye, Baguette. Thank you.
Oh, she's gone? I cuss.
family would disown me if I walked outside wearing that outfit. They couldn't run far enough. But he makes it cool. I don't know
Listen,
how.
they accepted you in many outfits over the years. So I don't know.
No, that was all. The pirate shirts was well before their time.
I feel like if there's any family that'd be accepting, it's yours.
Now we're going to Enter Sandman.
Yeah.
Oh, these transitions are amazing. The fans are just completely beside themselves.
Oh, this is sinister. I like
Oh,
it. Little music box thing with that.
oh,
chord
the
progression
laughing
just
in the
for-
background. When are we going to see
Yeah.
him live?
Oh,
It
it'll
has
happen.
to happen. It has
Yeah.
to happen at some point in time. Oh, I can't imagine experiencing that whole thing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Can I say that bridge? There was no reason to do
There was
that bridge.
every reason. It was every
But I'm
reason.
so glad. I'm so glad they did it. It was just. I love how random and out of nowhere it is. It just takes totally different direction, and then comes back to the halftime feel, and just like so unnecessary, but so necessary.
It's-
You know?
Oh, I love it. The choices, great choices. Johnny, I believe you had a coffee come in.
Did we? Oh, maybe. Let me see. Oh, we did. We did. Latte lover.
I wasn't setting up guilt. There's no guilt coffee.
Latte lover. Who must be new? I don't recognize that name. Latte lover.
But in Luvar.
No, she's obviously a cornerstone of this channel. She bought us 2 coffees to top up your coffee mugs. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Greatly-
Latte.
Greatly appreciate it. That was actually way too fast. But
It's been an hour already? Oh my
yes. Next week we are going to continue the Aliens album. We've got To My Future Child, Salt of the Earth, The Giant in Sorrow, which isn't enough for a full hour. So let us know in the comments any bonus songs you guys want us to react to. We'll fit in at least 2, I would imagine. Next week, it'll be great to see you guys then. Thank you again for the coffees to support.
You guys are
Love
awesome.
You guys.
Seriously. Thank you.
Have an amazing week. Hope to see you later in the lives this week. Bye for now.